Alright, so recording has been refreshed. I don't know if I am missing anything. I probably shouldn't be. There's no reason for me to go up here, is there? Absolutely not. We'll run around in a circle for no reason, I guess. This is a very nice office, though. I think it's time for me to feed the bird chocolate. Unfortunately, I can't. Also, we can't get into anything. I can read those. Whatever. Whatever. Not much here. Damn. Alright, where's Emily? Hillsborough, this way. Ow. Cracked my ankle. But yeah, the recording got refreshed, so I don't know if I need to do an intro or anything, but I'm not going to. It might just be another episode completely, depending on how we get there. Or depending on how much time I had left on the other one, so might as well make the other one a whole episode. This is strange. This is so weird.
Emily?
Yes. What's happening, Louis? You look...
Holm is dead.
Good God, he did it!
What do you mean?
He warned me that Mortimer would probably try to get rid of him. He couldn't believe it himself. But we have to admit that he was right to be wary. We are in great danger, Louis.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When Gregory came to warn me, he assured me that we would be the next to go down.
But why then? For what cursed reason?
I really don't know. I'm only repeating what Gregory told me. When I brought up the possibility of us running away as quickly as we could, Gregory dissuaded me. He thought that Mortimer would see it coming and that we would have no chance.
I guess I agree with him. And now we're here. I'm not gonna let him get away with it. There's two of us now, Emily. We can count on each other.
Well, on that note, I haven't told you everything, Louis. This might be a bit hard for you to accept, so I wanted to warn you. There are 3 of us.
Oh, God.
Surprise, brother.
Excuse me?
It's Emma, Louis. Just before he disappeared, Holm explained to me how to bring her back from the ether. We were pressed for time
And the only body she could find was one of those cursed servants. Can you believe it?
Emma, don't start, please. I didn't exactly have much of a choice.
Be that as it may, I'm the one inside the body of a masked lackey.
I had to deal with the most urgent thing first. We'll try and get you out of there as soon as we can, just as I promised you.
And I'll make sure you make good on your commitment, sister.
Emma, for the last time.
She is better, don't worry. Being a demon changes many things, and the prospect of getting stuck in the ether for eternity has opened her eyes.
Okay. I promise to help her.
Well, I guess it's your decision, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Are we ready? Can we go now? Louis, at this point, it doesn't matter what you think about me. You need me. I'm guessing you are well aware of what we're about to face, aren't you?
Not really. No.
That's just what gives us a chance, is it not?
It's usually the only argument the reckless have in their favor.
Take heart. We're only about to confront an age-old creature that can read our thoughts and force us to act against our will and wants to devour us. So what's the problem?
If that is your attitude, I suggest we reevaluate the possibility of running away.
Stop it. Let's all just calm down. Only a few minutes ago, it was just the 2 of us. Things are looking up. Our chances are only getting better.
How do we get rid of him then?
Killing him won't change a thing, normally. He is capable of changing bodies.
I know how to kill a demon, and the irony of it is, he's the one who revealed it to me. We have to make him touch the blood of an older demon in order to encase him in his mortal body. This is the only way that might give us a chance of dealing him a fatal blow. And I've got the Holy Lance.
What's that got to do with demons?
Christ was his father. Believe me, if we get out of here alive, I'll have a lot of juicy details to tell you about the family. This lance actually received the blood of an ancient demon, and it can work on Mortimer.
Let's do it then.
This better be the right lance.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry about me.
As you wish.
Okay, we can go and confront Mortimer in the dining room, but I feel like we should get Volner involved as well. Because Volner, his dad, that was his papa, was home. Where's Volner? Other side of me? No, that's Piaggi. And Piaggi is not available for comment. This is George. I don't want to go to the dining room. How's this? Oh, yes, you. I walk into you every single episode. For some stupid reason. Maybe I should have gotten Father's help. You, what are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Oh, Monsieur Volner asked me to prepare his belongings in anticipation of his imminent departure, sir.
His departure? So quickly?
Oh, yes, he seemed to be in rather a hurry.
Ah, very well. Would you know where I might bump into him one last time?
Ah, if sir would like to say goodbye, sir will find him in his room.
Thank you.
Okay. Which is here. Aha.
Johann,
Louis, I haven't the time.
what are you doing?
I'm getting out of here, what do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait a second.
No, no, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
Oh, there goes Volner. Great. Maybe I should see what everyone else is thinking here. What is this place? Oh, that's a tower room. I don't care about... hold up. Tower room might have some stuff for me. Just up on the bookshelves or something. Or on the ground. Whatever that... Oh, already seen that. Don't need any more books or anything, but any items would be helpful. Maybe. I don't know. Now, I thought me and Papa were doing well. Turns out we're not. I'm not going up to his study for any reason. I've got no reason to go up to his study. The only thing I could think of is maybe I should go get those nails. That would be helpful. Peru? No, there's nothing in Peru's room. And I can't get in there anyway. Can't get that one either. And then we've already gone through this one. Don't need to talk to her again. You? No. I really want to know what the hell was going on in Piaggi's head. That's the big one. Okay, go in there. Great. Maybe George Washington can help. Maybe he has a gun. Yes. Guns are helpful. Ah, I can't go talk to him either. This is awful. This is not good. Okay. Oh, we were just in this room. That's Elizabeth Adams. That has not been cleaned up yet. Honestly, if I were Mortimer, I'd kill her too. Just because she decided to do that to my bedroom. One of the rooms I own. Almost burned down the entire place because of it. I can't go in that way either. What the hell? Where am I supposed to go? Can't go in the library. Can't go in the service stairs. So I can't go. I actually have to go back to the. Hold on. Is there another way? I have to go to here. I can't go to the Great Conclave. Oh, I have to go up and around. God damn it. This is not good. Up and around is the last place I want to go. It's going to take a lot more time to do so as well. Oh, alright. There we go. Can I go this way? No. Just wanted to check again, just in case. Okay, so I need to go over here, kind of. Am I heading the right way? Yes, I am. So it's worth checking because we are in the final stretch, and I'm going to be talking to him way too much. My logic points went down to -3. Takes 3 more points. That sucks. Oh, hello. I see why I couldn't get in through the other side. I have to talk to you guys before we go in.
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes. Let's get it over with.
What'd I get?
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father. Emma. You brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
How dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
Get him!
No!
Let's get to Liz.
No, don't do it!
It's over. You've lost.
No, 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 stop! My son, you will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
Okay.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, through her close ties with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links with the United States on both the diplomatic and commercial fronts. She became inseparable from Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. His Eminence, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the Cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic entanglements. Fascinated by the techniques involved in exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Sarah de Richet never returned from her trip to the English Isles. Her disappearance spelled the end of the Golden Order and was the object of gossip for almost 3 days at the court of France. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Okay. Interesting. Is that the end? Yeah. Yep, that's the end. That is... Okay. Episode 5 was the easiest episode out of them all. I did spend some time in it, doing some stupid stuff. And I will say this, I was buzzed for like the first half of those. But that is the strangest ending. That was like the ending to The Sandlot. Except with like political figures that may or may not have like actually been correct. I don't remember. This... God, I don't know how to say this. The ending was weird to the point where I don't know. It reminded me, I was laughing because it reminded me of the South Park episode where the psychics fought Eric Cartman with their psychic powers. I may or may not link it in here right now, or post it in here. I probably won't due to copyright issues, but it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Almost like it felt anticlimactic. Like at the beginning, God damn it! At the beginning of the episode, like the episode got to the final vote, and then once we got to the final vote, it was like, okay, this is an issue. This is where it's starting to get scary, kind of. This is like at the peak of he's lost his mind, kind of, and then we go in, we go farther up the roller coaster, and then we come back, and then somehow it takes a dive. Like we get down to the bottom, and he rationalizes it, and it makes sense. The entire thing is rationalized at that point. Can I go back to like the prologue or Off the Coast of England and redo shit, or what's the? Is there DLC for this? Maybe? I don't know. Let me check. It's not popping up for you guys. Oh, this is the DLC. There's no upcoming stuff. Okay, these were the episodes were the DLC. Game completed. I just, this is where I'm at. This is it. What the hell? I mean, I could probably make some different choices. I can probably go back and redo choices here and get Peru back or something like that, but I don't think I'm going to do that. This game was good and bad. Like, this is one of the best bad games I've ever played. I'm just going to do my ending here, I guess, but the ending of the whole thing took a sharp dive, and then when we stabbed the guy, when we stabbed Mortimer, it didn't feel like I accomplished anything, if that makes any sense. Like, I stabbed him, but he didn't have, like, a death where he'd fall over the side or anything like that. I feel like this sets up the Council 2 or something like that, which would be cool and all, but we don't know what happened to his giant estate. We don't know what happened to all the people that he surrounded himself with. We don't know what happens with Faja. I mean, if I accepted Father, he might have probably helped me at one point, but that's it. Like, I refused his thing. I didn't. Maybe if I didn't refuse it, I don't know. I don't even care. I don't even care. I mean, I might be able to do it again. I'm not going to, because this game has been ridiculous. But that's gonna have to be what I have. I'd have to give it a rating out of 10. I'm gonna break this into two sets. We're gonna do the puzzles as one rating. We're gonna do the actual game. We're gonna do the gameplay as a second rating, and we're gonna do the story as a third rating. And then we'll try to average it from there. The puzzles were decently hard. You had to use the stuff in the environment around you. Some of the puzzles didn't necessarily make sense. Like, for some reason, the puzzle when we were in the hallway, the main foyer, I guess, I had everyone where they were supposed to be, but they weren't in the right order, and I didn't necessarily understand why, if that makes any sense. So there's that. That's like the one that I remember the most because I just did it as the worst puzzle, but it was still a decent puzzle. This whole thing was the whole puzzles in this situation. I enjoyed them because they were like somewhat historic, kind of. I would like to say somewhat alternate history at the same time. So if I had to give it anything, I'd say I get that like an 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna write this down. 8.5 out of 10. Where did I put my? I own. Oh, there it is. Notepad puzzles 8.5. So let's go with 8.5 out of 10. The story, I'm gonna give that a solid 4. Rookie numbers, but I didn't like the story that much. The story just got weirder and weirder and weirder. The philosophy and everything behind it was really interesting, and the political stuff was really interesting. But characters didn't act like they should have after the girl died at the beginning, and it felt the character development was weak, in my opinion, for a lot of these people. And then it ramped up in just like the weirdest fucking way where it's like, oh, we're all demons. We're all just... And the whole demons thing was really weird. And then, I mean, I get it. It kind of all led up into that situation, but it was really, really off for me, at least. Some people might like this shit, but I didn't. So I'm going to give it a solid 4. The gameplay was just me running around in circles on a smaller map and finding more stuff, and it was strange. It was somewhat linear, but in a circular fashion, if that makes any sense. Like, the gameplay was definitely linear, but all the maps were kind of circular. So it was it was a nice change up for me, but I'm gonna have to give it like a 7. It's not even a 7. Let's call it a 6.5. So 6.5 out of 10. Now the story I also broke into like the character development and everything like that because that's part of the story to me. So let's go ahead and average this out and call this a 8.5 plus 4 plus 6.5. Oops. 6.5 divided by 30. At a 6.5, that's rounding up. So, yeah, the game wasn't great. Definitely the best bad game I've played on the channel, I guess. Let's not get this wrong. This is a bad game. But the puzzles are fun. So that's literally it. Also, I banged my sister. So there's that. I got to bang my sister, which is fucked up. The puzzles were fun. Let's write the review right now. 6.25 out of 10. Puzzles were fun. Game was bad. Banged sister. And that's kind of it. Read minds for some reason. Like I immediately was able to read minds, and once somebody told me like you could take over someone's bodies, I took over someone's body. Like I just walked up to their room, I took over a cardinal's body. So there's that. So while I'm sitting here, I don't have to do anything else. That's not what I wanted to do. Keep playing. Kind of. Back again. That's definitely going to have to be it for me. The ending was just so weird. Yeah. That's going to be it for me. If make sure you guys are watching my other stuff. I have a lot of other things going on right now. Mass Effect 2, I think, is coming to a close. Assassin's Creed... what is it? Assassin's Creed... I want to say Revelations, but that's not it. I'm not playing that yet. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is still going. Turn around looking at my big board. That's still going. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I hope to be getting to the end of that sometime soon. Far Cry New Dawn. I don't know when that's going to end, but make sure you're watching some of those. I believe Skyrim Season 5. No, Season 4. Season 4 should be coming out whenever I sit down and decide to record that. I don't remember what the game was between... Oh, this was the game. This was the game between me playing Skyrim again. And it's been a long one. So thank God. It's been a long game, which is good for me. But I'll be sitting down and doing Skyrim Season 4 in a little bit. Far Cry New Dawn. Don't know when that's going to end, but there's some other stuff going on. I'll be doing a update probably around May 13th. I don't know. This will be way in the future. This video is going to be way in the future by the time I do that. I don't think this is going to be out till June. I'm doing it May 2nd at 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, that's going to have to be it for me, I guess. And that's going to, yeah. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.